Hi, this is Steve Garland, head wrestling coach at the University of Virginia, giving my weekly Virginia Wrestling video newsletter. First, I want to say last week you did not get a video from me because I was trying to do a better job. I've been told lately I need to do a better job of respecting the fact that people take holidays and that breaks are important and family time is important. And so we gave our guys, a lot of our guys, off for a stretch, and I also wanted to give you some time off for me and didn't think it'd be appropriate over Thanksgiving holiday to do a video. So I'm doing it today. And so I have a lot to catch you up to speed on. The first is I want to recap our tri-meet that we had at home, our opening weekend at home. Then I'd like to tell you about our Matt Town tournament where we had 11 guys competing. And I'll get to that. And then also just sort of a small preview of what we have coming up this weekend. So the recap of the tri-meet. It was a really good weekend for our program, we thought, overall. Some of you may have read my quote that I had in the release. I really felt like we were the aggressors in both dual meets. We won both dual meets. We beat Lock Haven. And then we beat Maryland, Big Ten team, and who's very well coached. I mean, their coach, Kerry McCoy, is a two-time Olympian. Lock Haven's coach is a former All-American and alumnus here at Virginia, took third in the country. Scott Moore was my assistant coach for 4 years. Still very close with he and his family. So that was really cool to be able to compete against each other for the first time in a long time. And so that was great. And long story short is I just felt like our guys looked explosive. They were executing things we've been working on. They were attacking. They were riding well. I just thought overall it was a really good day. And in the Lock Haven match, it started off. Jack Mueller came out. He's been setting the tone for us all year. He came, true freshman. He's an amazing freshman, amazing wrestler. He comes right out, tech falls this guy, gets the ball rolling. Then Will Mason wins with a very solid win at 133. Then George beat a nationally ranked guy very badly, got by a major decision. And that wrestler is tough. He's a very, very good wrestler, and Scott told me that before and after the match. So very impressed with what George was able to do. And then at 49, Sam Krivas beat a very talented guy as well from Lock Haven. And then the match that broke it open for us was Andrew Atkinson getting a fall at 157. That just huge spark to the team. At 165, Cam Harrell was in there wrestling and was winning the whole match. Ended up getting really fatigued. He hadn't wrestled since Vegas last year because of injury issues, and he was able to, well, he got to a big lead and ended up losing in overtime. He picked the kid up in overtime over his head and literally dropped the kid on his own back and ended up getting pinned in overtime. It was kind of a crazy, you know, and something that he needs to learn from for sure. But also, you know, again, him coming off of what he's been off of injury-wise and going out there and doing that, we felt like there was some good that came out of that bad loss as well. 174, we bumped up Ray Bethea to 174. Tyler Askey is out at that weight, and so we put him in, and he got a huge win over a guy that's tough as heck, one of their leaders of their team, and I believe it was by, I think, a 7-point win. Might even been a major. I don't recall. I just remember him getting a lot of takedowns and looking really good doing it. So that was also, I think, one of the bigger matches of the duel in terms of setting the tone. And then we rode it out from there. And then we went on to Maryland. It was much of the same. There was a lot of, we came out guns hot right away with bonus points from Georgie and from Jack Mueller. And I think, again, the turning point in that match was, again, Atkinson being the anchor in the middle, who we think can be on the podium this year. You know, obviously his goal should be national champion, and just the way he's built and the way his mind works, and so that was good. Sammy Krivas wrestled another nationally ranked guy, 15th ranked guy in the country, and lost to him in triple overtime. We thought that he showed a lot of good things in that match as well. Ray Bethea won again at 174. That was another highlight. Cam Harrell rebounded and looked very good. I think he had 4 or 5 takedowns in the second match and won handily there. And so, yeah, so Will Shaney won at 184 at that, and that iced the duel for us. And Chuck Body ended up losing in overtime at heavyweight to a very solid wrestler there. And Chance McClure was winning at 197, 3-1, and he went for the kill. He went up top, and he actually got thrown off his own throw attempt. And for us, it's like, look, we want you winning the right way and losing the right way. And there's a way to lose the right way. And he wasn't trying to guard, protect, hold, and win 3-1, maybe get hit for stalling and win 3-2. He kept going after it, trying to score more points, and he got scored on. We'd much rather him do that because that's what we want for our team, and that's what we want for him for the rest of his career. So way more positives than negatives. Great weekend. Thank you guys, everyone who came out and supported us. We thought the crowd was solid, and it was great to see so many familiar faces in there supporting us. I know the local Boy Scout troop was there. I got to speak to them before the match. After the match, I know there was donors and alumni and friends and prospects. I mean, it was a really good day for our program. So that kind of propelled us into the Matttown tournament. For those who don't know, the Matttown tournament is an open tournament held at Lock Haven, Pennsylvania. And it wasn't a mandatory thing. We felt like, well, I shouldn't say that. We felt like guys who needed matches need to get matches. And because, that's the way the NCAA qualifying system works. You have to have, the 3 prongs are win percentage, quality wins, and RPI, or an automatic bid to the national tournament. And so we felt like some guys needed those matches, and some guys just need them because they need to get better, right? You can't get better unless you compete, we feel like. And so I was very proud of the guys. We had 11 guys there, 6 attached wrestling with me that I took, and 5 guys unattached. Without going through every guy, the highlights were Will Mason won the tournament at 133. Gosh, so impressed with him. He was bringing offense, which obviously you can't win unless you score points and take shots. And so I was really impressed with his offense, and I was also impressed with his fight, especially in the semis and the finals. He pulled both matches out. We felt like, especially in the finals, the way he was able to create a takedown from nothing. I can't go through explaining what the position was, but let's just say he pulled it out of his keister, and because he just wanted to make it happen. He wanted to win that tournament. And so that's obviously a huge thing. That's part of the learning process. How do I learn how to win? How do I learn how to pull those out? And so that was a great thing to see. Ray Bethea took second at 165. He looked great all the way up to the finals. Did not have a good finals match, but looked great till then. Fox Baldwin wrestling unattached. He's redshirting at the moment. He actually took third and beat some good guys. Pinned his guy for third and fourth. We thought that it was good to see him back to being his old self. Fox Baldwin's a name you guys have heard a lot, so it was good to see that. Jay Aiello did great. Sam Martino was 4-2, got 6 matches, lost in overtime for third and fourth, so he's very close to getting the bronze there at that tournament. 6 matches again, which you can't ask for more than that from a freshman. That's what it's about, your redshirt year. He's redshirting. You want to get as many matches as you can, compete everywhere you can to get better. So that was great to see. I'm sorry if I'm leaving some guys out, but I definitely, let's just say this, it was a very productive tournament. I was exhausted when I got home. We got home around midnight. By the time I got home, got my clothes off, but I'll tell you what, it was worth it to spend time with these guys, for them to compete and just to continue to improve. Even if it's that much, we definitely got better. Preview for this weekend. So listen, this weekend is another big weekend for us. I mean, Gardner-Webb may not be a household name to some of the folks watching this, but they have 5 national qualifiers in their lineup. They're a very tough team. This is going to be an absolute battle down there at their place. And then right after that, we go to Chattanooga. Chattanooga, if everybody recalls, they beat us by 1 point last year in the duel. Came down to heavyweight. We ended up getting losing that match and losing the duel. And so we're hoping to get some revenge, and they're hoping to continue the other way, continue beating us. And they have one of the better teams they've ever put together. And their coach is a good friend of mine as well. Both coaches are friends of mine, and I know how well they're going to be prepared. So we got to get right back after it. There's no rest for us. A lot of the guys did have a break because of injury or because they just needed rest or whatever the deal was. The guys that rested are rested. So we better see something out of them this weekend. It's a little challenge if they're watching this too. We had another great practice yesterday. Coach Lean is doing a fantastic job with his enhanced role of running and training, running the practices and doing our training and development. I'm just really excited for how this team continues to build. I'm excited about the culture in the room in terms of how these guys are reacting to training and how they're reacting to each other and how they're reacting to the competition piece. So regardless of win or loss, I think we're in a really good place as a program right now, and that's what we want to continue building and continue to be patient, continue to persevere, and continue to get closer together. So that's my recap for this week, and go Hoos.